United Republic of Tanzania is the largest country in East Africa, and it lies between 1 and 11 degrees south of the equator. The country is made up of Tanzania mainland, Zanzibar, as well as a number of smaller offshore islands. The country's ethnology list has more than 129 languages spoken, but Kiswahili and English are the formal languages. Kiswahili is spoken and understood across the country, while English was introduced as a second formal language, and it is extensively used, although not universally spoken. Tanzania is renowned for both its rich heritage and unique natural endowments. The country is home to Mount Kilimanjaro, the highest mountain in Africa, and 6 World Heritage Sites, and more than 15 national parks, game reserves, extensive natural caves. It is rich in the cultural heritage and has many exotic beaches and numerous other touristic attractions. All this speaks of incomparable wide range of tourist attractions. Thus, we are the leading tourist destination of preference. Tanzania implemented structural adjustment programs from mid-1980s and has worked fervently to transform its economy from the socialist path it undertook in 1967 and adopted a private sector-led economy. Currently, it is making very good progress on stabilizing the economy and establishing good institutional and infrastructural environment to support the private sector, economic growth, and foreign local investments. Tanzania has a population of 44.9 million people and has an annual population growth rate of 2.7. Of particular significance is urban areas where natural increase and migration has resulted in high population pressure and high population growth. Dar es Salaam, for instance, as the commercial city of Tanzania, has only 1,590 square kilometers. It currently harbors 6.6 million people, with an annual 5.6% population increase. This offers opportunity for investing in Tanzania. Currently, the country's economy is growing at 7%, mainly driven by agriculture, manufacturing, wholesale and retail trade, transport and communication activities. The greatest contributors to the national GDP in Tanzania includes services 49.5%, agriculture and fishing 22.1%, and real estate and construction 21.7%. Hardly 8 months after the country gained her independence from Britain on December 9, 1961, the government established National Housing Corporation, known as NHC, on August 1, 1962. It is a fully government-owned entity operating on sound commercial principles. NHC leads the development of real estate in the country, as well as provides and facilitates access to decent housing to the Tanzanian population. During its early existence, NHC received support from the government and friendly countries, such that between 1962 and 2010, it managed to build a milestone of 17,111 houses in the country. However, towards late 1970s, there was a world oil crisis that crippled the global economy and brought development initiatives of young countries and economies such as that of Tanzania to its knees. In line with the structural adjustment programs and economic transformation, the government focused on rejuvenating the corporation to enable it to deliver its core objectives sustainably. These changes set pace for a new direction, and several key strategic improvements have been achieved. 1. NHC has independent professional board and management team and has a wide mandate to operate for profit and to make decisions based on sound business principles and business rationality. 2. The operating legal framework is conducive for NHC to operate competitively in a private sector-led economy. 3. NHC operates in a time result-based momentum to ensure that all strategic partnerships and all commitments are efficiently and effectively delivered. NHC is currently in midways to its 2010-2011, 2014-2015 strategic plan, and under the auspices of this plan, the objectives delivery approaches includes 1. Redevelopment and urban renewal. NHC properties are sitting in prime areas where the value land is far expensive than its buildings. Redeveloping these properties will help on facelifting of major cities across the country, while giving NHC the economic benefit for its properties and thus stimulating the entire economy. 2. Satellite cities and master planning. Develop the satellite cities by playing a master developer role. 4. Affordable housing scheme to cater for the low-income segment. Under the strategic plan, several achievements have been realized. 1. Ongoing construction of houses targeting low, middle and high-income earners across the country, aiming to build 15,000 units by 2015. 2. NHC has partnered with commercial banks and financial institutions to finance construction of housing projects and offer mortgage finance to potential buyers to purchase NHC houses. Currently, real estate and construction contributes 10.2% of GDP in Tanzania, and the potential for its growth is big because of the huge, yet to be sufficiently catered for, high demand of domestic, commercial, and other uses. Further, the rationale and potential for investment in the real estate sector in Tanzania is enormous because on top of current demand being high, the pattern and socio-economic trend of the country foretell of increasing demand. It is estimated that the country's demand for housing is more than 3 million units, growing at an annual rate of 200,000 units. The patterns of economic activities and trend of Tanzania also indicates that there is and will continue to be high demand for real estate services and products. For example, the fast tracking of the integration of the East African countries through the East Africa Community, where increased trade, movement of people, and other institutional diversification and growth creates demand. The border regions and posts, such as Namanga border of Tanzania and Kenya, offer lucrative potential, especially with the EAC common market under construction in the Tanzanian side of the border. Moreover, development in sectors such as mining, oil and gas exploration, and drilling are set to sharply increase demand in real estate, as is the case with other sectors that have attracted investment and increasing trade, for example in commodities, agriculture, land and water, infrastructure for Tanzania and the region, retail, for instance tourism, telecommunication, information technology, financial services, housing finance, as well as transportation, road, air, and water. NHC is the largest real estate company in East and Central Africa, with a capital base that stands at about $1 billion and asset worth $1.35 billion. NHC stands as a strong partner to invest with. NHC Public-Private Sector Partnership, PPP, can be considered in any of the following arrangements: land as equity contribution, land and finance as equity contribution, revenue sharing model. We welcome all interested investors to partner with NHC and invest in real estate development in Tanzania.